Alrighty, so it is August 31st, Monday, and we are doing persuasive speeches. First up is Jocelyn Alvarado.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Jocelyn.
Hi Jocelyn.
So Winston Churchill once said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And so I think this quote perfectly illustrates why we should all volunteer and give back to our community. So today I want to persuade you all to give back to others. And I will give you 2 reasons why you should all give back to your community, and then I'll offer 3 actions you can take and some benefits that will follow if you decide to give back to your community. And according to Melissa D'Angelo, an author for a 2009 article in the Lab Medicine Journal, she stated that volunteering is a great way to broaden your life experiences. And I think this is true because volunteering can allow you to learn new skills or to just grow as a person and to meet new and interesting people. So the first reason I want you all to give back to others is because by giving back, you can make a difference in someone's life. And so my support for this is my own personal experience volunteering. So I volunteer with a group on campus called Happy Feet Clinic at UCLA, and we go to homeless shelters and just provide them with basic foot care, and we give them free shoes and socks. And so I feel that we make a difference in their life because by giving them new shoes, because a lot of them spend almost an entire day on their feet, and so many of them lack good shoes. They're either really torn or just don't fit them properly, and so every time we give them a brand new pair of shoes, they always just have this huge smile on their face, and you can tell that they really appreciate it, that we're giving them something that they really need. And so it just, you can tell that you're making a difference in their life. And so the second reason I want you all to give back to your community is because it's good for you. In 2013, the Indian Farmer News stated that volunteering is, it can positively impact someone's health by making you feel better because it can reduce stress and interrupt tension-producing patterns that are produced in your body when you're stressed out. So now I want to give you 3 actions that you can take to give back to others. 1, you can volunteer at a homeless shelter. There are several homeless shelters in downtown Los Angeles, such as Union Rescue Mission or the Downtown Women's Center. 2, you can volunteer at a hospital, any hospital. And 3, you can give food to the homeless, either by going to Skid Row and just handing out food, or by donating to a food bank. And so some of the benefits that will follow are that you'll feel very humble about yourself because you're helping someone other than yourself and someone who really needs it. And another benefit is that you'll feel a sense of sincere appreciation from the people you're helping because every time you help others, they always are extremely grateful for the services that you provide them with. And so, in summary, I have given you 2 reasons why you should all give back to others and to people who really need it, 3 actions you can take, and some benefits that will follow if you decide to volunteer. And so there should be no doubt in this room that you should all give back to others. And so I think it's always important to help people that need more help than you do, because as Churchill said, you make a life by what you give. And so in order for each and every one of us to have a meaningful life and to make sure we do our part in society, we need to give to others.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna start with you. Sorry, I don't know your name. So if you want to stand up and then you want to say one thing that you liked about her speech.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa. Hi
Vanessa.
And I really liked how you incorporated your own personal stories about why you were passionate about volunteering and stuff like that.
Okay, and then, sorry, once again. Yeah, if you would like to say one way they can grow.
I'm Matt, and I thought it was really good that you said a few times.
Okay. Yeah, not really gonna give comments. Yeah. All right, next we have Sierra Jade Collins up. Great. Stick those together. Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Hi everyone, I'm Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
So someone once asked, how is Facebook like jail? Well, you have a profile picture, you sit around all day writing on walls, and you get poked by guys you don't really know. Today I want to persuade you to disconnect from Facebook. I will give you two reasons why you should disconnect from Facebook and 3 actions you can take, as well as some benefits that will follow from these actions. I'm hoping that my discussion today would convince you that there are costs to social media and that the costs do outweigh the benefits. So the first reason why you should disconnect from Facebook is because you can't really socialize through Facebook. Although you might have a long list of friends on your account, you'll find that those same friends, you don't really know them when you interact in person. For example, in elementary school I had a really close friend and we were like sisters, but we ended up separating because I changed schools in 5th grade. And when I created a Facebook, I added her as a friend, and we stayed connected through some photos and status updates. And then one day, by chance, we ran into each other at a carnival, and my initial excitement turned into utter disappointment when we had the most awkward and short conversation. I naively expected Facebook to bridge the gap between all those years we hadn't seen each other, but what Facebook did was just create this false illusion that I was still her friend and that we were somehow still connected. So in my disappointment that day, I realized that Facebook is not a replacement for in-person interaction and communication, and I never want to make that mistake again, and I don't want you to make that mistake either. Second reason why you should disconnect from Facebook is because you can become addicted to Facebook, and it can also be a source of discontentment in your life. Leslie Horn from PC Magazine in 2012 talked about a study that was conducted that found that Facebook can be more addicting than tobacco and alcohol. I feel strongly about this issue because I experienced this addiction in my own life. Every morning, first thing I do was to check my newsfeed. Any moment I had to spare throughout the day, I would just see who had commented on my photos or any of my statuses. Facebook had even found its way into my muscle memory. First thing I'd do when I pick up my phone was click on the Facebook app before I was even conscious of it. So when I was honest with myself, I realized that this behavior looked a lot like addiction. And also, Facebook was becoming a source of discontentment in my life. I started to compare what I had with the things that other people had, and this started to make me feel ungrateful for what I had. It's really easy to make your life appear perfect on Facebook, but it's even easier to buy into that deception and to be ungrateful of what you have. So in light of these 2 reasons, I'll give you 3 practical actions you can take in order to disconnect from Facebook. The first is really obvious. You just need to deactivate your account. Try to completely cut yourself off from Facebook. Second, delete the app off of your phone so you won't feel tempted to go back onto Facebook. And finally, and most importantly, be intentional to meet with the friends that you hold dear to you on a weekly basis, whether it's taking them out to lunch or to coffee, and stay connected with them in that way instead of through the internet. So when you perform these actions, you'll see that your social life will become healthier and more meaningful. And the reason why I can guarantee you these things is because I myself have been off Facebook for a year and a half, and I see these benefits in my own life. So, in summary, I've told you about 2 reasons why you should disconnect from Facebook, 3 actions you can take, and the benefits that come from taking these actions. There should be no doubt in this room that you should disconnect from Facebook. You don't have to be a prisoner of Facebook or any social media. Instead of wasting your day just writing on walls, you can enjoy authentic friendships through in-person interactions.
Nice job. Okay, so one thing you liked about the speech?
I liked how you had like a little moral and then each like reason you gave. That was really good.
And one thing she can improve on.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I really liked your speech. I found the grabber at the beginning very intriguing. I guess one thing to improve on would be the movements. I don't think they were like maybe as swift as they could have been, but you're still really good at that. So good job.
Nice, thank you. All right. And next up we have Anji Gao. And that was 349. And Sorry, one second. All right, whenever you're ready.
Hi, I'm Angela. Yeah, recently a film about a girl in cancer and her doctor, the love story between them are shown in the cinema, and all my friends watching this film, and after that they write in their blog that health is the most important. In fact, that is what I think. Today I want to persuade you to have daily exercise for at least 1 hour. I will show you 2 reasons and some concrete actions and benefits that will follow if you adopt my proposal. According to the news of iPhone 22nd of July 2015, Ma Yingjiu said that a strong body is power, and who wants to strengthen himself must strengthen his body. The first reason why I want you to have daily exercise is that you will feel refreshed. My support for this is that my mother is always under a high pressure of work, so she can't get to sleep. So every weekend, my mother and father will climb the mountain together, and after that, they will have good sleep. And when she woke up, she always feel refreshed. I feel that exercise will provide us with a chance to release ourselves. The second reason why I want you to have daily exercise is that you will have a strong body and be aware of illness. My support for this is that I had an illness last year, and the doctor told me that I will be okay in 2 or 3 months. But in fact, it took me one year to recover because I was lack of exercise and in low immunity and weak condition. So after that, I insist to exercise almost every day, and now I feel really good. So I feel that anything is better than eating medicine because there are some side effects that you can avoid. So if you can keep fit through exercise, why not eat medicine? Third, I will give you some concrete actions that you might take. First is using a running machine, because I found you will get tired easily when you run the gym because there's no motivation. So when you using the running machine, the scripts on the figures on the scripts will inspire you. And second, you can ask a partner, because sometimes you feel lazy to exercise, the partner will push you to do this. And after you have taken all this exercise, I'm sure that you will feel refreshed, because exercise will deliver oxygen and nutrients to your tissues, which will make your heart and lung work more efficiently. And then you will have a strong body and be in a good condition. So in summary, I have shown you 2 reasons why you need to have daily exercise and some concrete actions and benefits you will get. So there should be no doubt in the room that you will have to exercise every day. And as I said the film in the beginning, the girl finally died, and the only thing left was the sad love story. I think maybe you want many things, parents, friends, or bright future, but the premise of everything is that you stay alive, stay healthy. That's all.
Alrighty, let's get one thing that we liked about it.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
I think your speech is well structured, and your persuasion is full of details and give us very concrete actions we can follow. I think it's great. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Grayson. I thought your speech it had a really nice flow, but I did think you spoke a bit fast, so sometimes it was hard to catch up.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And all right, so next up we have Christina Pollen. I'm not even going to go for it. Christiana? Yeah. All right. And okay, so Miller just texted me back. So the final is due this Wednesday. And if you have special circumstances, you may email him.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Oh.
Thank you. How do you pronounce your last name?
It's Mrochkowski.
All right. All right, guys, let's be quiet. Let's show respect to the speaker.
Hi, I'm Christiana. Hi, Christiana. There's a quote that says, you have the ability to change people's lives, don't waste it. And today, that quote really inspired me to talk about something that I feel passionate about with organ donating. And I'm going to talk to you about 2 benefits and actions that you can take as to why you should be an organ donor. The first way why you should be an organ donor is because it can save so many people's lives. In the British Medical Journal, there was about, on average, 123,000 Americans are on the waiting list for organs, and they definitely need them in order to have a second chance at life and in order to live. And it's very important that people should consider, like, when you don't use your organs or when you die, those organs can be used for someone to save their lives. And the reason why it's so passionate to me is because one of my friends was in a car accident and she needed a lung transplant, and she was on, we didn't know if she was going to survive or not, and so eventually a miracle came and she was able to get that transplant. So the second way that I believe you should be an organ donor is because it can help with medical research. There's so many things that we still aren't really sure about, the medical field, and if you donate your organs, there's the potential of being able to, find new discoveries, new treatments that we never were able to think of before. And a few actions that you can take are talk with your family members and see if it's something you really want to do. You can also, if it's something that you are interested in, you can go online, and there's plenty of other resources online. And so in summary, I told you about why I believe you should be an organ donor, and you can really save someone's life. Thank you.
All right. So could we have one thing that we liked about the speech?
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi.
I liked your topic, and I think you give a vivid introduction.
Thank you. And then one thing she could improve on, please.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Your structure of the story is very clear, so it's easy for me to follow it. But I think you can have more eye contact with us.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. Next up, we have. Nope, there's a line third, so I'm assuming she's not in class anymore. Wait, Dongyi Lu? Did she transfer out? Is she here? I'm assuming not, because there's a line through her name. So yeah, let's skip it. All right. Let's see. Orion Nagasaka. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ori.
Hi, Ori.
So Gandhi once stated, Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. So Gandhi was very well known as a political leader. However, he was also a really big advocate for the environment. So today I want to share with you why I want you to conserve water, because I share this passion for the environment as well. I'll share with you 2 reasons, as well as the actions that you can take and the benefits that you'll receive from it if you do this. So water is essential to our daily lives. So we use it in the obvious ways that we use drinking water, we shower, we wash our dishes, but there are really obscure ways that water is used also. So in the production of plastics, metals, glass, anything that we use in our daily lives basically uses a lot of water. So And not to mention that animals and plants also need water just as much as we do. So my point is that water is essential for basically anything living. So with water being something that's so essential to our lives, we need to be careful of how we use it. So the first reason I want you to conserve water is because California is in a major drought right now. So I heard the statistics before, but I hadn't really taken it to heart. But this year I volunteered for the organization called UCLA Unicamp, and I was a sail advisor. So sail basically takes out a sailboat to Big Bear Lake, and we sail it out there and teach high school students about topics about like science and leadership. So this year, sail has been going on for about 4 years now, and this year we actually weren't able to run the program because the water level was so low. So according to the Big Bear Municipal Water District, in 2015 this year, the water level actually fell 3 feet in 1 year. And I'm so passionate about this because the drought has been going on for so long, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. So another reason that I want you to conserve water is because I know that a small change can make a big impact. So at home, I replace all my shower heads with water saver ones, which basically limit the amount of water that you use to maybe half. So according to the CNN report in 2008, I save about 4,500 gallons of water a year just by replacing my shower heads. And then if everyone in the United States did this, we would save enough water to fill Giants Stadium 2,100 times in 1 year. And that's a crazy amount of water that we could save. And the reason I feel this way is because I know that a small impact can make a big difference, but that big difference can only be made if everyone contributes. So now I'll present you with a few actions. So first off, you can shower for a shorter amount of time, which seems really obvious, but this also limits the amount of water you use as well as the amount of energy that you would use. Another way is to recycle. So as I told you that plastics and water will use a lot of water, so you need to limit the amount so you can reuse everything. And then finally, you can educate others. There are so many people out there that are still wasting water every single day, so you just need to educate. And once you do these, you'll see the benefits. So first off, the less water we use, the more water there's left for plants and animals, and nature stays beautiful as the way we like. Another way is that you save water, so all of us probably pay utilities here. So your water bill will be cut if you use less water. And so, in summary, I have told you 2 reasons why I think you should conserve water, as well as the actions you can take and the benefits you'll receive from it. There should be no doubt in this room that conserving water is important. As Gandhi said, our greed is taking over our earth. And with an earth that provides us with so much, the least we could do is give back. Thank you.
Okay, so we're at... Do you want to say one thing you liked about the speech, please?
Hi, I'm Abraham.
Hey, Abraham.
I like the timed your speech really well, but also I like how you use like you research stuff and then use it to support your argument.
Great. And
Jared.
Hi, Jared.
I did really well. I think there are just a few hiccups when you just weren't sure where you were in the speech. That's it.
Great. Thank you. All right. All right. Next up, we have Teresa Pham. Oh, she's not here? All right. Who is missing? So then we will move on to Logan Reynolds. Also missing? Logan Reynolds? All right, we're skipping Logan Reynolds. You're then moving to Alicia Suarez. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Thank you. One second, sorry. I'm pulling up a little bit. All right.
Hi, I'm Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
So Benjamin Franklin once declared, when the well is dry, we know the worth of water. So at that time, water conservation was the furthest from his mind. But nearly 240 years later, his quote is about to come to fruition unless we act now and do something about it. I'm trying to persuade you to conserve water. I'll present to you 2 reasons why and 3 actions you can do and benefits that will follow if you listen to my proposal. My first reason is that saving water is really important to us because so many other people in the world don't have access to very clean water. According to a statistic from the World Health Organization and UNICEF, there are 783 million people in the world who don't have access to clean water. That is 1 in every 9 people, which is kind of insane. That's 2.5 times like the population of America. So to me, it's really personal because a lot of my family's in India, which is a very underdeveloped nation. And so when we're there, we have to use very specific filtered water and ration that throughout the day. However, once, I'm not even allowed to have raw food because they wash it in their dirty water. And so once when I was little, I accidentally ate raw food. And I got sick and I was in excruciating pain just rolling on the bed because my stomach hurt so bad. That was only one day. These people have to drink that water every single day and deal with all that bacteria. So I think that we need to learn to appreciate the clean water that we have because right now I feel so strongly because we're in a very ignorant bubble because as long as water is running through our faucets, we kind of don't realize just how important it is. So secondly, I really urge you to conserve water because it really affects our ecosystems, and it not only harms ecosystems, but it harms us in turn. So a researcher back in 1998 said that our problems expand just even more outside of us. It really harms our environment, which then in turn has this whole positive feedback loop, which harms us. And I know that personally because I live in Orange County and we have a river that flows by my house, or we used to. Back when I was little, we could go run in the water, but now it is completely barren and you can walk along the ground. This has caused the plants to dry up and die, which is fuel for brush fire. And a few years ago, there was a fire that rapidly came up my hill and it consumed my house because of this drought that has ridden all of California. So I know firsthand the negative impacts. So third, I will share with you some actions you can take. First, shorten your showers, turn off the faucet while you're brushing your teeth, take it to a personal level. Then take it to the next level by talking to your politicians about installing rain gardens, which are plants lining up the road so any rain that falls helps water those plants, and that takes use of every little drop of water. You make advantage of that. Finally, use education to educate everyone from when you're little all the way up through high school, because as people get older, they have a higher capacity to learn about their impact and they can know how to alleviate the problems and what to do about it. So in summary, I have shared with you 2 reasons why I want you to conserve water and some actions and benefits that happen from that. So as Benjamin Franklin said, don't let our wells dry up, and so I please persuade you to conserve water.
Thank you. Okay.
Hi, I'm Christina.
Hi.
I thought you speak really well, and you work the different sides of the room really well, and it was just very well structured.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Linda. I think you do a good job, and your content, your topic is all awesome. But I think you pay more attention on the reason, so you have no time to tie back to the introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty. Next up is... Oh wait, we just got her. Sorry. Cool. Page 1 back. Next up is Xinglong Wang. Xinglong Wang? Xinglong Wang?
Yeah.
Xinglong Wang? No?
No.
Alrighty. Then we have Abram Wu. Sweet. Thank you. Oh yeah, sorry. I was like, let me get you all focused in on.
Hi, my name's Abraham.
Hi, Abraham.
So Arthur Ashe defines a hero like this. True heroism is unremarkably sober, very undramatic. It does not seek to surpass others, but it is the urge to serve others. So today I wanted to persuade you to consider others better than yourself and go out and volunteer to serve other people. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, within the past 10 years, from people age 16 and up, volunteer rate has been at the lowest within the past 10 years. So the first reason I want to persuade you guys to volunteer is because there are people in our community who are in need, and there are people, and there are not enough people to help them. So I experienced this firsthand because I volunteered at this nutrition class in Santa Monica for like families there. And when I'm over there, these people, they don't know things like that we take for granted. So for example, one thing is like buttered vegetables. We know that butter is not good for our health. We know that it clogs your arteries and it like makes you like a little unhealthy. But to them, what they see is vegetable. Wow, vegetable is so good. So they just keep eating it. And when they eat too much, it can end up causing health conditions that plague them for the rest of their lives. And all we had to do was just give them a little bit of information, and we could have improved their lives by so much. And the second reason that I want to persuade you guys to volunteer is because when you volunteer, you'll be able to better understand people. I have to admit that in the past, I was scared of the homeless people. I thought they were like dirty. Whenever I walked by them, I thought they would like mug me and steal something from me. But the more that I work with them, the more that I see how similar they are to you and me. And just being with them and hearing their stories, hearing all that they've been through, so many times I even see that they are even better people than I am. And so I can imagine that, imagine like, say like Donald Trump, if he was able to, work with these people, if he worked with all the people that he talked about, say like Hispanics or Chinese immigrants, he would not be able to say these things about them because he would understand where they come from and just all that they've been through. So, I will give you 3 actions that you can take because now you're probably thinking of all the great volunteer opportunities that you can do. So one thing that you can do is to check out, there's tons of clubs on campus, there's community service club, medical service, in all these ways that people are really eager to help other people. Other things that you can do is to go outside of school. You can go to food pantries, homeless shelters, clinics, hospitals. You can always help out over there. And another thing that you can do would be also, if you don't have the time or the resources or the energy to go out, you can always donate money to make sure these organizations continue functioning. And so, some benefits that you can get from doing these things are that, you will know that you've helped people. Just a little bit of your energy, a little bit of your time can make a world of difference in their lives. Other things that you feel is gratitude. You will, not take for granted all that you have been given. And lastly, you'll be able to better understand people and appreciate, their culture. So in summary, I have given you 2 reasons to go out and volunteer and help and serve those in need. Right? So just join those clubs, go to those food pantries, donate money, and then feel the gratitude and happiness. So there should be no doubt in this room that you should go out and volunteer and help people. So, go out there and be a hero.
All right. We are at. So.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn.
And Jocelyn.
I like your speech, I like how you incorporated your own stories and then how
you changed the tone of your voice that made it more interesting to hear.
Great, thank you.
Hi, I'm Rita.
Hi, Rita.
I really like your put so many emotions to your dress, but maybe when you finish the spring move, you stand here, please don't shake your body.
Great, thank you so much. Alrighty, we are now on to Shuangyi song. Yeah. Sorry once again for pronunciations. What time is this class about?
It's at 3 to 5.
Sweet. We're making good time.
Hello, I'm Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Nowadays, many people get used to staying up late due to some reasons. Today, I want to persuade you to go to sleep early to get enough 8 hours sleep. There are some significant statements about this. One is cited from Tree Hugger, July 17 and 2015. Matt Walker explained your immune system is compared by up to 70% if you can get only 4 hours sleep every night. So you should go to sleep early. The first reason that I want you to go to sleep early is that staying up late is bad for our brains. And the support for this is a result of research. A research in University of Pennsylvania with maths found that extended wakefulness may lead to your brain cells die. I feel shocked when I see this because many of us think if we are tired, we can take a cup of coffee so we can be awake. But John, a professor in this area, said, all that you have done is biochemically trick your brains into thinking you are not drowsy, but you are drowsy in fact. So please go to sleep early. The second reason that I want to go to sleep early is that staying up late is bad for your eyesight. The support is a story for myself. Last semester after the final exam, I found that I cannot see the characters in the chalkboard clearly, even though the chalkboard is not far from me. And then I recognized that I must go to sleep early to protect my eyes. And now I want to give you 3 actions you might take. The first is do all your work efficiently. That means make sure all your work finished in the daytime, so you have time to go to sleep early in the evening. And the second is go to the fitness center in afternoon, and in this way you can get your body and the brain trained, and you will feel exhausted, so you can go to sleep early. And the second way is, can you remind me? Oh, thanks. The second way is to put down your cell phones, because using cell phones too much is not only a waste of time, but also can affect the quality of your sleep. And if you have taken my proposal, you will find that you can go to sleep early naturally, and you will get your body and your brain very well, so you can have a good lifestyle. In summary, I have shown you 2 reasons and some concrete actions and some benefits that you will get. So there is no doubt that you should go to sleep early in the evening. That's all. Thanks.
All right. So if we could get one thing you liked about it.
I'm Ori.
Hi, Ori.
I like that your topic was something that's really well with everyone because I feel like all of us don't sleep well. But I also really like that your speech carried really well and flowed.
Hi, I'm Angela.
Hi, Angela.
I really love your advice, but I think if you can be more fluent with your text, it will be more persuasive. Thanks.
Thank you so much. All right, so now we're on to B's. So all B's, get ready. We're Yifei Chen. Sweet. Thank you. Let's staple this first. Could you back up a little bit? Just like the back of the green box. Yeah, thank you. Alrighty.
Hi, I'm Evelyn.
Hi,
Evelyn. Late at night, silent surroundings. A car was rushing but zigzagging on the road. Sometimes left, sometimes right, sometimes speed up, and some slow down. This was not a performance, not a stunt. It was a drunk driving, a ride that may lead to a crash into mountain, a plug into water, or a life lost and a life destroyed. Today I want to persuade you to support punishment for drunk drivers and not to be a drunk driver yourself. I will give 2 reasons and some concrete actions and benefits you will get if you follow my proposal. Mother Against Drunk Driving reported that 13,000 to 14,000 people are killed by drunken drivers every single year. These statistics are not meaningless numbers. Each number represents a family of those who died in the result of drinking and driving. So the drunk driving is a serious problem. It matters. So the first reason I want you to support punishment for drunk driving and not to be a drunk driver yourself is that drinking and driving is something we can avoid, and the drunk drivers are responsible for the terrible results. Alcohol distorts people's perceptions and judgment. From 2001 to 2010, alcohol-related highway vehicle fatalities accounts for 40% of all highway vehicle fatalities. So I feel sad at these shocking numbers. Those drivers can choose not to drive after drinking or call someone else to drive for him, but they did not. They push others to death and themselves to prison. I think they should receive punishment. The second reason I want you to do so is that such punishment may be a good warning to drivers. According to Bureau of Transportation statistics, from the percentage of alcohol-related fatalities decreased from 50.6% in 1990 to 42% in 2009 because of such laws like zero tolerance laws. And I feel such policies are necessary because I think they may have as great impact on others just as it has on my father. Before a strict drunk limit was applied, my father would drive after drinking some beer or wine as long as he thought he was sober. But after the breath test was applied, he would refuse to drink if he know he had to drive or call somebody else to drive for him. This is much safer for himself and for the people on the road. And third, I will give 3 actions that you might take. First, don't drink and drive. Don't be a drunk driver. Second, persuade those who drunk not to drive. Sometimes a few advice will make a difference. Third, please call the police if you see cars zigzag on the road. And there are 2 benefits you will get if you did so. First is for your families and your friends. They will not be worried about your safety, and you can enjoy their company and care. Second, for the potential victims, you will not be guilty and not spend the remaining lifetime in prison. So in summary, I have given you 2 reasons and 3 actions and 2 benefits that you will get if you did so. Next time when we see cars zigzag on the road, I hope it is really just a stunt. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, Ron, George.
Hi, George.
Actually, when this policy is applied, my father started to take me together when he wants to drink some wine, just to take me as a driver. And I think it's a perfect speech, and because the very clear structure and very detailed statistics, I think it's a good speech, and I just like it.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
I thought it was good too. I thought you said everything really nicely. It was fluid. The only improvement I can see is that when you give a statistic, maybe you make it more interesting so our eyes won't like glaze over while you're talking about the statistics.
Great, thank you. Okay. Next up, oh, it's you?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, yeah, Vanessa Franko. Legit. Thank you. Just on top of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
So Mother Teresa once said, "Be happy in the moment, that's enough. Each moment is all you need, not more." Today I want to persuade you all to practice mindful meditation. I will tell you 2 reasons why you should practice mindful meditation and some benefits and some actions that you should take and some benefits that you will receive after practicing mindful meditation. So many of you might be asking yourselves, well, what is mindful meditation? Mindful meditation is actually the non-judgmental awareness of experiences in the present moment. And all it really takes is 5 minutes of your day where you just kind of stand or sit upright, and all it does is you have to focus on your breathing and your bodily sensations. And these 5 minutes can actually dramatically improve your life. The first reason that you should all practice mindful meditation is because it can really help improve your life by reducing stress levels. In 2003, there was a study conducted by Dr. Jacobs, and it was published in Health Psychology. And in the study, 57 participants were required to participate in a 3-month meditation retreat where they focused on mindful breathing and also learned observation skills. And in this study, the 57 participants, they took their cortisol levels before they participated in the meditation retreat and after, and they actually found that and they were required to also rate their mindfulness on a scale of 1 to 10, and those who rated their mindfulness on a higher level actually had decrease of cortisol levels. And cortisol is actually a steroid hormone that is released when you're stressed out. So I feel very strongly about this because it shows that meditation improves your life by directly decreasing stress through cortisol levels. And the American Psychological Association said that stress is very harmful because it can actually lead to chronic diseases, it can lead to premature aging, and it can just reduce your overall immune system. So many of us are often stressful here in school, and this is something very simple that you can do to help improve your overall health and just help you stay focused on your studies. So the second reason that I think you should all practice mindful meditation is that it actually can improve your academic and personal success. So in 2013, there was another study conducted by researchers at UC Santa Barbara, and in the study was published in Psychological Health, and this study actually showed that if you do a mindful meditation, students can do better in tests, and because it boosts their memory and also the reading comprehension. So 48 students participated, and they were randomly assigned to do meditation or a nutrition class. And the students that were they were given a GRE test before and after the meditation. So the students that actually did meditation performed 16 percentile points above the students that didn't in the GRE exam. So now I would like to give you some actions that you can take. We actually have a UCLA Awareness for Mindfulness Research Center here on campus where you can go, and they offer free meditation where you can take, or even PAL Library sometimes have events where you can go and get free meditation. And if you don't have time to do that, you can actually download on iTunes. There's different apps, or there's free meditation guided lessons that you can listen to on your own time. And after all this, the benefits that you will receive are that you would have reduced stress, you will be able to focus more, you'll have a better immune system, and overall it'll just improve your overall health. And I know this personally because I've done meditation for the past 2 years, and I don't know if it's because of this or just my own personal, but I've improved in my... So in summary, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. 4:37. Oh wait, no, we have to critiques.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. One good. Where are we at? There you go.
Carolyn, I really liked how your speech had a lot of data and supporting evidence. And the flow of your speech was really nice, but just, I guess.
And then one thing we could improve?
Hi, I'm Alicia. I think that your speech was really good in the fact that you did have so much research, but then I know with your first argument, you had 2 different sources. So as great as that is, because of time, maybe cut down on that, and that's really good.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Now we move on to... You're killing these guys. Carolyn Ho. Thank you. Was I not supposed to attach these? Well, fuck it, I'm attaching. Okay, yeah, does he? Cool. Alrighty. Oh, let me get you inside.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
Hi,
Carolyn. So Robert Swan, an environmentalist, once said, "The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will do something to save it." So I agree with this quote because I believe that each and every one of you guys play an important role in making sure that our planet lives long and survives longer. So today I want to persuade you guys to recycle. I will provide 2 reasons why you guys should, and actions and benefits that will follow if you do so. So every single day, trash is collected from our houses, at homes, and schools. And the United States Environmental Protection Agency in 2013 stated that 254 million tons of trash are collected every day by Americans, and 167 million tons of those go into the landfills. But a majority of that percentage could have been recycled or made into compost. So the first reason why you guys should recycle is because it helps save energy and resources. My support for this is that recycling saves more energy and resources that could be used for other materials and essential things. And I feel strongly about this because I'm personally like a smart person who likes to like save costly, be cost efficient like that. So like I believe that if we were to recycle more, then we'd be saving more energy rather than using raw materials to make new items every single day, like just wasting energy like that. And the second reason you guys should recycle is because it helps save trees. My support for this is that according to the University of Southern Indiana Recycling Center, about 500,000 trees needs to be cut down in order to make a week's Sunday's newspaper. And if we recycled all these newspapers, then we will be saving 250 million trees. So I feel strongly about this because we use paper every day, and we may think it's very cheap and accessible, but like the lives of the trees are really essential because, like, if we were to make paper bags, we will be using a 15-year-old tree to make 700 paper bags. But like you think about how many supermarkets use paper bags within an hour, it would be really fast. And all of the supermarkets across the nation, there would be so much trees that we'd be cutting down and paper bags that would need to be produced. So the actions that you guys can take to recycle is to, first, you guys could recycle at home. You guys could sort all of your trash, your recycles, your paper, your plastic, and take them to the recycling center. Second, you guys could reduce the use of plastic bags or paper bags and use a reusable cloth bag and the next time you guys go to the supermarket. Lastly, you guys could exchange your incandescent light bulbs for a compact fluorescent light bulb, which are more cost efficient. And ways you can benefit from this is that you guys will feel the gratification of helping the environment, saving energy, and limiting pollution. As well as you guys will get money from recycling, and as well as save money on your bill. So in summary, I've told you guys 2 reasons why you guys should recycle, and the actions you guys should take to recycle, and the benefits you get from recycling. And there should be no doubt in this room that you guys should all recycle because it's really essential to helping the earth. So although you guys may think that recycling just one can is not going to make a difference, it can if you guys can all work together and make a huge impact. So thank you.
Thank you. I think we finished, right? So now we're starting back over. If we don't, one thing that we liked about her speech?
I really liked your speech and the way everything flowed and just kind of set up with everything and how you tied it back to why it's important.
Great. One thing she can improve, please.
I would say maybe because of the last one you kind of rushed it, and maybe you can slow down and add some emotion to it. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Okay. We're now at Genli. Nope. Okay. One more. So, Genli. Chanhua Ali. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, you're C. Sorry, you're C. My bad. Monique Magdalena. No Monique. Okay. No. Kent Preston. No, Kent Preston. He was right here before. Did he leave? Kent.
He may have left because he thought he didn't have to do his film speech.
All right. Well, he had to do his persuasive speech, but okay. Fabian Rodriguez. All right. Vanessa Sock.
She's not in the class anymore.
Oh, okay. All right, so we might just get out early, guys. Zehui Wang. Tingzhan Zhu. Sorry. Tingzhan Zhu.
This one?
Yeah. Sorry. I apologize for my pronunciations. No worries, we've got plenty of time. Thank you. Cool. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Jack Layton, a famous hi, I'm Tiffany. Jack Layton, a famous Canadian politician, once said, "Cherish every moment with those you love at every stage of your journey." Life is something like water in the air, which we often take for granted, forgetting to appreciate. Today, I want to persuade you to cherish, to live every day as if it's your last. I will present 2 reasons and offer some actions and benefits that will follow if you adopt my proposal. All the things you own, all the feelings you have, all the achievements you get, and every breath you take are on the basis of your life. Without life, you will only live in other people's memory. But life is fragile as well, because you never know tomorrow in an accident which will come first. The first reason I want to persuade you to live every day as if it's your last is because life is surprisingly fragile. My support for this is a story that happened to a friend of mine in senior high school. She was once a popular girl in our class, but she quit the school unexpectedly one day. The next time we heard from her was that she had got a brain tumor. The operation was a success, and we were already waiting for her coming back when there came the grievous news. She was snatched away by sudden death. The sudden loss of such a talented and a lovely girl really made me heartbroken. I can't understand why such a misfortune would have happened to a young girl who could have had a brilliant life. For the first time in my life, I felt that death is so close to us. My second reason that I want you to live every day as if to last is that we should not only live for ourselves, but also for those who care about us. My support for this is my personal story. I think you have already heard about my experience when I was competing in the 110-meter hurdle race. My spine fractured due to an accidental slip. But what you don't know is that at the very beginning, I told myself to be brave and hold back my tears, although it really hurt. I made it, but my tears were totally out of control when I was lying in the hospital and my mom rushed at me in tears. At that very moment, I saw that since the day we were born, we have been connecting with some people firmly, which made our life also meaningful to those people who deeply love you. That's why we should cherish our life for both ourselves and those people. So I would offer you some actions you might take. Firstly, always assess the cost and value before you risk your life. If inevitable, protect yourself try your best to protect yourself. Secondly, take your goals and make a to-do list every day. Always pursue your dreams. Third, hug your parents and say out your life every day. Say out your love every day. Because you will never know when it will be the last time you see them. If you have performed this, you will get some benefits also. You will make better use of your everyday life and reduce the time you waste on meaningless things. You will find your attitude towards life changed, and what's more, when you have to face death someday, you won't feel regret. In summary, I have shown you two reasons why you should live every day as if to last. Some actions you might take and some benefits you might receive. There should be no doubt in this room that you should live every day as if to feel lost. All of you, do not neglect the preciousness of your life. Cherish every moment and every person in your life. Enjoy every journey with all your heart, because you will never know when it will be the last time you embrace the world. Thank you.
We are you, right? So something you liked about her speech, please?
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
I really liked how you made it on time, and everything was very clear. The stories really related to your statements, and the outline was perfectly followed.
Great.
I also really liked your speech. I really liked the ending, but I think you could have made a little better eye contact. You made good eye contact, but I think you could.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. All right, then is Senchi Zhu here? I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah.
This one?
Yes. Sorry. We are killing it. Good job. Thank you so much. Oh, so back. Yeah. Can you do the back of the green? The back of the like on the floor. The back of that green box. The back of the back of it. Yeah. So just like 2 steps backwards. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Oh, sure. Yeah. No worries. This one, yeah. Great. And whenever you're ready.
I'm Rita.
Hi, Rita.
Have you ever heard of if a person's whole body's cells lost the ability of refreshing, but he is still alive? The answer is he will corrupt him day by day. Begin with the skin, deeper to the muscle, next to the organs, and finally nerves. Then he dies. This is just one of the horrible things that to be the consequence of a horrible nuclear power release at Japan. As nuclear power has already been a way to support the energy in our world, including many of the countries, America, all the European countries, and Japan and the Korea. With all this, I'm sorry, I'm very nervous.
Sorry, do you wanna?
But with, I used to support to use the nuclear power to generate the electricity, but after seeing so much horrible things as the consequence of nuclear power release, I finally against the things. So today, I want to persuade you to against the use of the nuclear power as the generator of electricity power. I want to give you 2 reasons and some advice, and if you follow, I want you to follow. And the first reason is that compared with other energy, the horror of nuclear power exists on the home range and the irreversible consequence toward its life. In the 2011, the Japanese, because of a tsunami caused by the huge earthquake, the Japanese Falkland nuclear release evoked the worldwide panic because the nuclear materials travel along the current ocean. And also in the northbound of our country, China, the vegetable began to grow in so strange shapes that it was caused by the gene mutations. At that time, I really realized that the nuclear power plant in the city is just like the hidden volcano. Once it erupts, the consequence can't be accepted by all of our human beings. And the second reason I want to say is that the kind of release is inevitable because of 2 deathly reasons. The first is human mistakes, and the second is the natural disasters. The person I mentioned at the beginning, he named Danny. He works for the Japanese JCO factory. It was on a special day on the September 30th, 1999. Because of a basic step operation, a wrong operation, one of the horrible disaster of the nuclear power happened in history. And another one, it has happened in the 3 Mile in America, the little island. This one of the most serious nuclear power plants accident in the American history is also arose by a wrong operation. And as for the, is this time?
You have 30 more seconds until, so you have like a minute and 30.
So I have three actions I want to give you. The first is never to vote for another planning for nuclear power plant anymore. And the second is tell the people around you the potential harm of the nuclear power. And finally is save energy in your daily life, because the crucial factors leading to the building of the nuclear power plants is because of the electric shortage. And that's all I want to tell you. Thanks.
Thank you. All right. Oh, sorry. Do you mind saying it just for the critique? Okay. Now, where are we at for critiques, guys? Help me out here.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, Emily.
I like your speech, and you have many evidence to support your ideas.
Great. And one change, please.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Maybe you can cut down your main body because it is a little bit over time, and you can avoid looking down at the ground when you are thinking.
Thank you so much. All right. All right. And, you just walked in. What's your name? Sorry, what is it? Are you supposed to go? Oh, that's your last name or first name?
The second one was my last name, first name.
What's your first name? Sorry, just say it again. I can.
Liban.
Oh, okay. So I don't think you're not. You're a seeker.
Say that again.
Are you a seeker?
My secret?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He was added later.
Oh, well, shit.
Did you have to the one thing?
All right, then yeah, you're not going today. All right. All right. Thank you, guys.